Hey there everyone, this is Justin here with the Cooking Dojo. Tonight I'm going to be doing a special video. It's called the Top 5 Mistakes Done by the Cooking Dojo. Now, we're not perfect, and it's time I own up to that. So, let's go ahead and get started with number 5. Spamming videos. Yes, this is definitely something I kind of look back on and wish I hadn't done. What I used to do, well, starting out, when I first started doing videos, a lot of my friends would tell me, "Oh, you did a new video? I never saw it." So what I would do is I'd just post videos on their wall, and then I thought, hey, you know what? I bet if I posted on a bunch of people's walls every time I made a new video, they'll see it, and their friends can see it. Great, more views. Well, that's not a bad idea, but I feel like I could have done it in a way that wasn't so forceful, so to speak. I mean, unfortunately, I've had some people unfriend me for doing this, but honestly, with that, I kind of say, if you don't want to support what I'm doing, then, well, I don't need your subscription and I don't need your friendship on Facebook. But either way, I wish I had done it in a less forceful way. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Too many characters. Now, no, I'm not talking about Jay, Ken, Isaac, and Artemis. Those guys I think are all fine, because I actually gave them time to develop and everything. I'm referring to the assistants. No, I am not saying I regret using assistants. In fact, I am so glad I went through and did it, because I feel like when they are in the videos, they add a lot to it. I feel like I had too many assistants. Like I was just shoehorning in whoever I thought would work as an assistant, and what I should have done to make things more entertaining was pick a few, develop them, and then that way you really look forward to their return. It was funny enough, I didn't actually realize this till I started writing the comic, 2 years ago. Because originally the comic was supposed to bridge the gap between the videos and, from one video to the next. And unfortunately, I just realized that I was shoehorning in all these assistants and they weren't really having the time to develop. They weren't contributing anything. Like, I could have replaced one assistant with another one and the results would have been the same. So that's kind of why you really haven't seen too many new assistants. That's pretty much just been Kim and whatever other chef I decide that she should work with. So yeah, that's definitely something I want to kind of keep limited, like maybe have 1 or 2 assistants, that's it, so that way they have time to develop. Now let's move on to number 3. Number 3, being too focused on money. Now yes, we're getting to the more cringeworthy mistakes of mine. Being too focused on money. So, if you're not sure what I mean, when I first started doing YouTube, I did it because, someone suggested I do my omelets around the USA, which I did, and it was fun. And I like to keep seeing how many views I could get. But then when I learned you could monetize videos, I thought, hey, you know what? Why shouldn't I get paid for what I love to do? And let's be real, who doesn't want to get paid for what they love to do? And while that goal is still there, I definitely think I shot myself in the foot at the very beginning. I'd monetize every single video, and I feel like what I should have done was I should have waited till I generated a decent fan base before I started monetizing videos. So yeah, that's my goal that's my advice to anybody who may be trying to do YouTube videos. I know you want to hurry up and start making that money, but wait till you get a fan base, and trust me, it'll be worth it. And see, unfortunately, I can't get my YouTube partnership back, which sucks. But you know what? That's okay, because we're going to find a way to turn this into a blossoming business, and it's not going to be through money grubbing. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2, not doing any research. This is actually kind of a gray area, I guess you could say. Now, like with, I'm sure, a lot of online producers, when I first started doing these videos, I just picked up a camera and I did it. But I feel what I should have done was I should have researched what do you need. Like, I would never have known about lights. I would never have known about a microphone, which I still don't have, by the way, but I'm getting off topic here. You know, what kind of camera to use, what kind of editing software to use. You know, and because of that, oh my gosh, my first videos were just awful. You could barely see what I was doing. There was background noise that was really distracting. And yeah, it looks like I filmed with a potato, as people would say on the internet. It was awful, so that is definitely my advice to anyone that wants to do this. Do your research. That is another thing I feel like really kind of didn't set me up for success. I mean, I feel like my production value has stepped up a lot since then, but regardless, I'm going to try to continue stepping it up. And now let's move on to the number 1 mistake I made. Number 1, not doing what I wanted. Now I still want to do the cooking videos, that's still gonna happen. But I feel like after the omelets around the USA, I felt like I was focusing way too much on what I thought everybody else wanted to see and not what I wanted to do. I feel like if I did what I wanted to do from the beginning, I feel like that love I had for whatever I was doing would have shown, and it would have brought in more viewers than I have now. What I mean by this is I always had the interest in doing like nerdy recipes and everything, but because at the beginning, you know, it was mostly like my family that was watching these, and you know, they aren't into that kind of stuff. So when I wanted to do these nerdy recipes, I would think, oh yeah, my family doesn't want to watch that. But you know what, it shouldn't have mattered, because I love my family and I hope they do continue watching my videos, but at the end of the day, they aren't my target audience. And I can't let a handful of people influence what I do. I have to reach out to what target audience I want, and you know, then listen to them when I have a bunch of people complaining or praising something. So yeah, those are the top 5 mistakes that I feel I've made doing the cooking dojo. If there's a mistake you feel I've made but I didn't address, please comment below. I'd like to hear it. And if this video helped you, comment. Alright then, see you next time.